Number one, someone to shout out, the best. Someone to shout out, number one.
And now, the main news on Radio Chingalo, brought to you by Moose Milling and Zambia Catholic University.
Radio Changalo, restoring everything in Christ with love and truth. Good afternoon with the main news. I'm Kennedy Mbeo Jr. The headlines: health workers at Butch Clinic ran for their life. Respect human rights. Nkana said to be lacking quality players. The details. Kindly be informed that we are also streaming live on the Radio Changalo Facebook page and our YouTube channel. Here are the details. There was confusion at Kitwe evening when a group of unruly youths caused panic among patients when they started destroying public property. The group, which is allegedly to have come from Buchi Township, made night shift nurses to scamper in different directions as they caused havoc at the health center by smashing windows, destroying patients' folders and one vehicle that had parked. It is alleged that one of the youths had a wife who went to give birth at the clinic but was not given the necessary attention, and this incensed the husband, who had to mobilize other friends to confront health workers. According to reliable sources, two of the youths were arrested and charged with malicious damage to property and currently detained at Riverside Police Station. And some people found at Butch Clinic are calling for intensified security at the health center.
Nabakutuka abana abakaye abakisa pano nabakutusha manasezi baale paula mabuksi so nafwe balwele nombe twabwerera mufuna amabwelezo teko bwamwana shani iswesha nyile kitaba abana abano tulero mbokuteko balebika ko security amanasezi nama doctors tabakwata protection ngabalebo so chefa at least ngabalebo mbapa iko na police nanga police babili at least if anything like if yatikalero so at least ba police ba twafilisha kubiya situation mwamona so in case ngabatu bana naisi nanga batu bano kusembe fyakusana ngabatu ifaya mwamona ka so therefore utego ba police bale kwa at least kila kintu babika ko ba police banga bamona ngo babiri at least nanga bali kwa kwingira bale insurance bali bashani aba bali ba police
so na sawa mpaka ifyongo bambo utawale fika kliniki msecho na saya kuma na kongana hapa kliniki anachukua mkati mu kliniki nasanga walumendo leo so twaisho kubala mu mafansi baba konkela iko bachambo bishashana botuma futi na so twaisho kwa tipo ko bambo kula mangwe bambo kutuma baishana mobilize bachi bale sana 20 chachi mama 18
Meanwhile, the move by the Copperbelt Health Administration to launch the Smile campaign when attending to patients has elated the Health Professions Council of Zambia. Following complaints from members of the community, health authorities on the Copperbelt during mid-period this year launched the Smile campaign as health and medical practitioners attend to clients. Speaking to Radio Chengli News, Council Senior Public Relations Manager Teddy Msonda said the resolve by health leadership on the Copperbelt to embark on such an initiative was encouraging. Mr. Msonda said the campaign is beyond the knowledge, skills and practice of medical and health practitioners, as it includes the aspect of SMART when dealing to clients. He has since urged other provincial health authorities in the country to emulate the Copperbelt.
Other provincial health authorities to take a lead from the case of Copperbelt Smile campaign. And even on individual level, we want to encourage our practitioners countrywide that they should put a smile on their faces as they attend to our various clients countrywide. And HPCZ as a regulator and promoter of health care standards, we shall take pride in such initiatives.
Mlonga Water and Sanitation Company Limited has engaged China Henan International to redesign and build its water and sanitation facilities in Chingola, Chilawomwe, and Mufulira districts. The 40 million euros project would involve the redesigning and building of water treatment plants, sewer ponds, and the replacing of main water lines. Speaking to Radio Chingling News in Chingola this morning, company acting public relations manager Brighton Tonga is of the view that the service delivery will greatly be enhanced once the project is executed.
The automation and of course the output. So all our treatment plants will be looked at in this project. Also this contract which we signed also means that there will be a redesign of selected sewage treatment plants, one in Chingola, one in Chilawomwe, and one in Mufulira. We are also looking at replacing sections of main pipelines, those lines which bring water from the treatment plant. So this is the biggest contract we've signed so far, although another one is coming, is in the pipeline.
Now, as Zambia joins the rest of the world in commemorating Human Rights Day today, Mufulira-based human rights activist Zebis Mumba has called for concerted efforts in protecting human rights. Mr. Mumba said human rights should be enjoyed by all citizens regardless of their standing in society. Speaking to Radio Chingelo News today, Mr. Mumba, however, regretted that some citizens are having their rights infringed upon due to lack of understanding of their rights. Mr. Mumba is now calling on Zambia to understand their rights. A member of a Pontifical Aida Foundation has implored officials from the US, Hungary, and Poland not to forget the suffering of Christians in Syria. Speaking at an online event about the international prosecution of acts of genocide, Father Waldemar Cislo, director of the Polish section of aid to the church in need of Syrian Christians, stressed that the greatest drama facing Syrians today is that the world is forgetting them. Father Cislo said Syrian Christians endured genocide of 4 years at the hands of ISIS and have also suffered through the collateral damage of a nearly decade-long civil war, yet the world does not recognize the dire nature of their situation. This is according to the Catholic News Agency website. We move on to sports. Nkana acting coach Simonda Kaunda says his team is lacking quality players to win games. Speaking after losing to Indeni by 2-0 in the Week 9 match of the FAS M24 Super League in Ndola yesterday, Kaunda said it is becoming difficult to win matches with the current crop of players Nkana has acquired. Kaunda says some players do not have the caliber to play for a big team like Nkana, hence they need to go on the market and buy quality players.
To be honest, for now, we are struggling. We don't have much players that can win the games for Nkana. I tell you, it's a big team. It's a big team. Like the games that we have played so far, if we were the good players, we wouldn't have lost any game.
Indian coach David Chilufya says his team won the game because they played according to instructions.
The chances, but if you score 2, as long as you get 3 points, it's very important. And the team is just doing exactly what we get them training and they've shown it today. I'm not pressure because I know that from the time I start beating the team now, I'm very settled because I know they can win anytime.
This news broadcast comes to you in the community service of Radio Chingelo with compliments of Moose Milling and the Zambia Catholic University. International news as monitored from the BBC. US President-elect Joe Biden's son, Hunter, has said his tax affairs are under investigation. The investigation is being conducted by federal prosecutors in Delaware. US media quote sources saying it relates to business dealings with foreign countries, including China. The 50-year-old said he had learned of the investigation on Tuesday and did not disclose any further details. A fire has engulfed an abandoned warehouse occupied by dozens of people in in a Barcelona suburb, killing at least 2 and injuring about 20 others. Many of the squatters are using the 3-story warehouse in Badalona, where migrants reports say firefighters have found 2 bodies and some of the injured are in a critical condition. The blaze has now been put out, but the building is unstable and it is not clear how the overnight blaze started. And finally, Italy's 1982 World Cup hero Paolo Rossi has died aged 64. His family says Rossi became a household name after leading the Azzurri to victory at the tournament in Spain, finishing as top scorer and being named best player. At club level, he first came to prominence as a prolific scorer for Vicenza, earning a move to Juventus and later playing for AC Milan. His death was announced on Thursday following what Italian media report had been a long illness. Rossi scored 20 goals in 48 appearances for the Italian national side and more than 100 Serie A goals during spells with Vicenza, Perugia, Juventus, Milan, and Verona. And on that note, we end this afternoon's main news on Radio Changalo. We now give you the weather update as compiled and produced by the Ministry of Transport and Communications. General situation. The period from 10th December 2020 to the end of the forecast will see an increase in rainfall activities across the country due to the influence of the moist and unstable winds from northwest Congo. All areas will be mostly cloudy with outbreaks of rain and occasional thunder. Well, for these and more stories, you can visit our Facebook page, log on to Facebook and like the Radio Chingalo page and link to Radio Chingalo.radio12345.com. You can also listen to Radio Chingalo on Radio Garden. COVID-19 is still real, therefore wear a mask when in public, avoid large groups and maintain social distance, avoid unnecessary movements, wash your hands frequently for at least 20 seconds. Well, on behalf of the entire news team, my name is Kennedy Mbeo Jr. We have Iliashi Muchiremba coming your way at 16 hours. Thank you so very much for listening and have yourself a lovely Thursday afternoon.